the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we
Brother, we got Big Baby on Skype. So anybody that's on Skype, please mute your mic. We're going to go out to the champ. Big Baby, if you got any headphones or something, that would be perfect. But you know what? You're the man. So talk to us, brother. How are you? First and foremost, thank you for giving us the opportunity to interview you. I know you're in camp for Johan Den Hoppes, and obviously, you know, there's a lot going on right now. But, man, we just want to thank you for this opportunity and, you know, see what's going on with Big Baby.
No, for sure. And chilling, man. I'm at this last minute flight heading back from Fort Lauderdale, heading back to New York. Chilling, man. Just get my mind right, getting ready to, you know, go to war and do what I do best, and that's kick ass.
Now you went down to Florida. Obviously you started camp down there. Changed anything up? You always go to Florida for the beginning of the camp. I mean, did Sosak go down there with you? Was it Harry with you? Who you got with you in Florida?
I got this ugly mofo next to me. His name is Mike Washington. He's one of my new guys on my team, strength and conditioning coach, aka / the babysitter. Yeah, man, I had to get out of New York, man. I get tired of New York, man. I'm tired of dealing with people and they BS, and just come up, get a couple 2 weeks in the start of camp. Go back to the roots, man. You know, doing my kickboxing and martial arts, and hitting some heavy ass weights, man. And I feel good. Got in some really good running miles, 3, 4, 5 miles, and you know, ready to get back to the grit. That's all.
Well, obviously the heavyweight division is really booming right now. I know you got your upcoming fight. I mean, this Saturday, we all know the world will be tuned into the unification bout. Everything goes well with that. Your name has been in the front running for a possible fight with Anthony Joshua. I mean, what's your thoughts on, you know, a possible fight with Joshua? Do you think you still get an opportunity if Joshua doesn't win? What happens to Big Baby then? Because there is a rematch clause.
I mean, the main thing is getting a mandatory position. You know what I mean? Like, even when Eddie Hearn was talking about it, I always know he was, you know, FOS. You know what I mean? So my main thing is like this: promoters always make promises to fighters and never come through on them. My main thing is getting a mandatory position, get a mandatory letter. So when the time does come, they have to fight me. You know, and you understand, a lot of people don't understand boxing politics or contracts. And, you know, I'm a student of the game. You know, these guys have belts, but they're not student of the game. They don't know the process. They don't understand the paperwork and what happens in the back door. And that's what led me to file a lawsuit the first time against Sleater Promotions, and where we later on settled and opened up Big Baby Promotions. When you become a mandatory position, the pot becomes a better split for either side. You know, when Eddie Hearn can pick you out of the top 10, they can pay whatever they want. That's the reason why Deontay Wilder didn't fight a mandatory for so many years, because he wasn't making that kind of money, and they could pay any guy chump change. You know, what Washington made for a title defense is what I'm making probably my next fight. You know what I mean? So it's crazy what they're paying these guys and putting them in the kind of position and making them starve so they can just take anything. But like I said, I'm a business and I'm learning this game. So Eddie Hearn can say whatever he wants, but you know, pen and paper talk.
Hi, Big Baby. It's Rob, one of the co-hosts here. Have you actually had any actual sort of, not guarantee, but like assurances that, you know, he said, I saw in an interview that, you know, providing it's like an impressive win and AJ comes through, that, you know, he'll be coming over to the US, Brooklyn's Barclays Center, and it will be you versus Anthony Joshua. Have you got any sort of actual reassurances for this fight?
No, I haven't got any reassurance. Like I said, you know, everything that I've already heard and said so far is going on one day and come out the other. You know what I mean? Said that about the Marius Walk fight. Even though, like I said before, Marius Walk was not the greatest performance I ever had, but I've stopped him before anybody else stopped him early in that fight. And he's a hard guy to look good against. And Johan Duhaupas is not an easy order either. But you know, I'm gonna step up to the occasion. I'm gonna go back to what I do best, and that's kick butt and be me. You know, so like I said, you gotta look at opponents I'm fighting, and look at opponents Dylan White has fought since he's been stopped by AJ. I'm just saying, guys, like your boxing voice is really big out there in the boxing world, and I want you guys to really put your research in. You know what I mean? Like, look at who Dylan White's fought. Really, he fought a really bloated 30, 38, 39-year-old Lucas Brown. Didn't look his best at all. Out of shape, hasn't fought in a year, and was really a punching bag for Dylan White. Before that, he fought Hellenius, another punching bag didn't want to fight. Then he fought a top ranked undercard in America against nobody we never even heard of in an empty arena. So all these people they putting him up against, he's mandatory for a WBC fight, but he ain't fighting nobody. You know what I mean? The guys that I'm fighting on world class level that's fought champion and put up a valid effort. So like I said, my road to the top is a lot different. It's a lot harder. And that's why I'm so vocal about a lot of the BS that goes on in boxing. But like I said, you know, I can say so much because I'm at that level yet. But you as the media, you guys gotta do your research, man, and put out the right information. But like I said, no Eddie Hearn and is just talking rubbish from to me concerned as I can say right now because nothing's on pen and paper. So as simple as that.
Well, since you're giving your opinion of Dillian White, I mean, the UK public predominantly is pushing Dillian White. Eddie Hearn is pushing Dillian White onto Deontay Wilder, so much so that the rumor is he's not going there because he knew that they were going to use Dillian White to deflect all the attention from a Wilder Anthony Joshua unification to a Wilder Dillian White fight. Do you feel Dillian A deserves it and should be Deontay take that fight?
At the end of the day, this is how I see it, how the boxing is. Boxing is a dirty game, it's a dirty sport. The top people at the top of boxing with big pockets are dirty as well. And what I'm seeing is I've called it the Danny Jacobs effect right now, because that's the latest incident I could think of by Danny beating Triple G. They didn't give Danny the decision because he wanted a Triple G Canelo fight to happen. So they robbed Danny Jacobs of a win. Just like right now, Canelo comes up dirty, and all of a sudden, judge, jury, and decision in 24 hours over clenbuterol, and they're gonna let the fight happen all of a sudden. You know, now there's so much talk about it where now there's something gonna happen now. A hearing supposedly heard in early April, but before the sanctioning body made a decision within 24 hours when Lucas Brown got caught on clenbuterol. It took him almost 5 to 6 months. So, like I said, when people have deep pockets in the sport of boxing, anything is possible. And I call it Danny Jacobs effect, where the Deontay and AJ fight is getting to that publicity level now that where that fight, they're going to do anything and stop at nothing to make that fight happen. They're going to shit on whoever, step on whoever, and spit on anybody just to make that fight happen. Even if I go in that ring and I'm close to knocking AJ the F out, they're going to let that fight happen. They're going to jerk me over decision. Just like how Ortiz had Deontay out, completely out. And the referee didn't step in and do anything. And if I had him out, didn't give him an 8 count, anything like that. On top of that, grab it, punch it behind the head. It's retarded. So the referees and the pro, everybody's on the same game plan to make the AJ Deontay Wilder fight. I personally, at this point, the way how I see it, I'd rather Deontay AJ just get that shit out the way. I'd gladly knock out Dylan White on the undercard, and then I get a win of AJ Deontay because there's too much BS talking, too much back and forth. There's no clear strategic movement right now. It's just he say, she say BS. And personally, I'm glad I'm in the talking, but I want a clear shot. I want clarity. I don't want the back and forth BS.
Hey,
now, are you asking to fight Dillian White on the undercard of the super fight between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder because you believe it is a more direct route to the winner without politics being an issue, or you believe that if you don't do it that way, you know, no matter what, you are gonna get a loss?
No, not about getting a loss. It's about the pros and the cons. It's not about it's about strategic and being smart about the movements. I'm gonna whoop any one of their ass. It don't matter who the hell it is.
But you don't feel the judges will give you the decision, though. That's
exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And once you have too much money on the table, too much can happen. There's too much ways the snakes getting in it. You know what I mean? But sometimes when you get the big money fight out of the way, it leaves better, statistically, it leaves you in a better position. Is what I'm trying to say. And it's just for me, it's more of a common sense right at this point. And like I said, Eddie Hearn is on talk. I haven't seen that one paperwork. I haven't heard anything about it. So like I said, yeah, I've heard things from Germany about me fighting Pulev for the WBA regular belt. So that's been their option as well. So like I said, Eddie Hearn can talk all he want, but until he put pen and paper in writing, listen, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I'm my own person. Ain't nobody my boss. AJ is his flunky. I don't got no boss. I answer to my damn self. So I mean, until you get pen and paper, never know. You might see me in Germany beating on who got WBA belt again? It's not Pulev. Char. I like Char too. Char's cool, but business talk.
Big baby, it's Matt, one of the co-hosts of the Boxing Voice. Thank you for giving us your time. If you were Deontay Wilder, would you still have gone over to the UK and tried to get in the ring with AJ after the fight and sort of, cause a scene, so to speak?
Yeah, but you gotta understand, Deontay's a punk. I'm gonna tell you why he a punk. He's a straight punk because these guys want to do things to each other, and then when it gets done back to them, they want to screw like a little pig. Deontay jumped in the ring before other opponents before. I try to jump in the ring in the Barclays Center, and I ain't gonna cause a scene, but they cop block that. He's in my borough. I'm number one guy in New York, number 3 in the world. Why I can't have come sit in the ring and say what I gotta say in a respectful manner and be pleasant about it? But like I said, he has a belt. He's a title holder, but these guys want to throw stones but live in a glass house. They can't take. They want to do things but can't take it. And if AJ don't want the ring, so be it. I mean, AJ's the boss over there. It is what it is. I mean, Deontay be crying too much for me, to tell you the truth, man. First, he be making out on Instagram with his girl. Next minute, I don't know, he's shooting guns in the park. I don't know. That boy just special. He's special ed to me.
Can you actually explain what happened with the Wilder Ortiz post-fight situation? Because that was off camera. No, everyone's really been, quiet about that, situation.
Yeah, there is a stigma that we believe you were not allowed in the ring by Deontay Wilder. There's also another story that you were attempting to get in the ring and Marcellus Wilder interjected. What exactly happened from your best understanding of what took place?
No, security came up to me and they tried to grab me and I shoved one of them off and he was like, "Can you please come down?" And I came down nicely. Marcelo Wilder didn't come nowhere near me. Wilder was on camera at the time. Nobody did put their hands on me. So, listen, it ain't my city, in my borough, man. I walk alone for a reason because I know what I can do in and outside the ring. But I choose to move alone because my team is a little more reckless than I am. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be more, what's the word I'm looking for? Political about it. But like I said, Deontay Wilder can do certain things when he's in Alabama, but he ain't going to do certain things when he's other people's country and state. But no, it was more of they hush it because they know I'm a very vocal person. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. But like I said, man, my time is coming. I'm just gonna put in the work and let it speak for itself. And I'm working on a lot of big things behind closed doors, and it's gonna explode, man. It's gonna explode sooner or later, and that's what I'm working on. I mean, Deontay's been champ for 3 years now, and he finally fought his first mandatory Ortiz. Wait till he finally get old, almost got his ass cleaned off, and now he's demanding things. You know what I mean? But the boxing is a funny game, bro. It's a tough sport. It's not mentally, physically, but on the business side, it's just a lot of bullshit, and you guys can see that for yourself.
Obviously the news has been dominated by the AJ Parker fight, and also the fact that Sky Sports was paying Deontay Wilder to commentate for this fight and be there. He was supposed to arrive Friday, and he decided not to show because he said when he was originally invited, Sky Sports said he would be invited into the ring. And now he received notice that he can no longer come into the ring. And then he's seen interviews, obviously, that Eddie said, maybe we invite him. Josh was saying maybe we invite him. Now put yourself in those shoes because like you said, your time is coming. AJ Wilder happens. The network tells you, big baby, commentate. Big baby, we want you to get in the ring. Then all of a sudden, fight week, Big Baby, you know what? Don't get in the ring. Let AJ and Wilder do their thing. What do you do? How do you receive it?
I take it as this. You know, I would take the opportunity to commentate because I'm just a universal person like that. I know Deontay's looking at it from a fighting standpoint, and like I said before, if you were the one to get in the ring, and that's what the guy in the ring wants at that time, let it be. My time is going to come. It is what it is. When I'm in America and I'm calling the shots, it is what it is. But for Deontay, I would take the chance to be heard on TV in front of millions of viewers and say what I got to say and commentate and show off them speech therapy skills he's been taking for the last year and a half. Because Deontay been taking a lot of speech therapy skills, and it's been paying off for him. You know, his girlfriend, Telly Swift, has been writing his rhymes, and they don't sound half bad. You know, so congratulate him in his relationship with Telly Swift. You know, she's been teaching him how to dress and
Dillian White, obviously without the results, but I mean the way that there was legitimate, I guess, animosity between the two camps. You know, these two guys, AJ and Dylan, when that fight happened, they went out there to get each other because there was so many words. And you and Deontay have, you know, some history, and you're really the only heavyweight that talks this way about him. I mean, Dillian says his things, but no one goes in on him the way that you do. When do you think he's going to address you or acknowledge you?
You got to understand, man. Sometimes you got that one boogeyman that nobody want to mess with. And I'm that boogeyman that nobody want to mess with because, you know, at fight time, I shows up. You know, they can say I'm 300 pounds, I'm out of shape or whatever. I show up, bro. I shows up. So I've been battle tested in every time I stepped in that ring. And that was from kickboxing to boxing. So there's a reason why they don't say my name much. They know why they don't say my name much. And it's so funny because this the last couple months of just hitting the weights hard. You know, my boy was laughing. He cracked a joke. I think I joked today. He was in the locker room. And he's looking at me. He said, damn, Big Baby. I said, what happened? He said, yo, that promo, the promotional logo you put up of you, that cartoon character on Diesel. And that's not Big Baby. Big Baby's fat. I started laughing. He looked at me and said, damn, bro, you looking brocky as hell. That is you. I said, man, you don't understand. People sleep on me. And, you know, I'm not dark horse right now. But like I said, sometimes you need that one opportunity. And when I get the opportunity, I'm going to kill something.
Well, before we go, I know we're taking a lot of your time. We want to get, obviously, your prediction on the big fight this Saturday. Just break it down for us. And just from a different standpoint, because I'll be honest with you, there's big money to make if Joseph Parker could make it to the 12th round. He's a 16-1 in the 12th. And, you know, obviously, AJ would be a 5-1 that the fight goes to the 12th. Joseph Parker's last 3 ended in decision. Does he make it to the 12th with Anthony Joshua?
I'm gonna tell you this. I see the fight going decision. I see Joseph Parker definitely holding his own, and I see them giving a lopsided win to AJ. And I'll tell you the reason why. AJ's always gassed out by the 4th or 5th round. Certain punches he doesn't react good to. His footwork is not as agile as you see in his training. It doesn't come up in the fight that well. And he's laid off the protein shakes. Looking the slimmest anybody has said they see him in a long time. Since the amateurs, like I've been saying for a long time. You know, he was amateurs in the 230s. You know, all of a sudden come out 254 a year later. So he's a lot leaner, a lot smaller. I don't think he has that dominant push around power. And he's really gonna have to box. And AJ has been the one I've seen to let his hands go a lot more. His condition is a lot better. Paint's a lot better. Moves his head a lot better. So, like I said before, it's going to be a very competitive fight. You know, I know I've said I want the best man to win. I mean, of course, in my definition, I would kind of want AJ to win, but I would like Joseph Parker to win too, to shut a lot of people up and stop sleeping on guys. We're all contenders. It could be anybody's given Sunday or any given body's given Saturday. But I feel like it's going to go decision, and they're going to give Joseph Parker herky jerky.
Well, all right, brother. I don't want to take any more of your time. I don't know if any of my co-hosts have any more. If they do not, please give your social media where everybody can follow you. Obviously, let them know when they can watch you. You're fighting in April on the Daniel Jacobs Selecki card here in New York City. So just give them that information. And yeah, man, thank you again for your time. We truly, truly appreciate it.
No doubt. You know, April 28th is going down co-main event on HBO. And Barclays Center right down the block from where I was born in Brooklyn Hospital. Instagram, Big Baby Miller. Twitter, Big Baby Miller. And of course, we dropped the YouTube channel yesterday. Check it out, BigBabyMiller.tv. Check it out. We got a lot of funny material upstairs. And I'm just doing what I do best. Have fun, go around, talking smack, lifting weights, eating cheeseburgers, and beating people up. The boxing voice, baby. Let's get it right.
Hey, Big Baby, you know what? I got one more because I know that Adam Wanaki is like your brother and you decided not to fight him because of that. But yesterday on our show, Deontay Wilder name dropped him and said that no one's going to pressure him into fighting Dillian White, that he doesn't care if he's number one or named the mandatory. He gets a year voluntary defense before he has to be forced, and he'll just fight Adam Wanaki. How do you see that fight playing out? Is Adam ready for a shot at Deontay? And yeah, your prediction on that if it does happen.
Well, I don't, you see, Deontay's this is what I say. Deontay's a PUSSY. Now check this out. Adam is my boy. He is in the top 10, and of course, like anybody he was working hard for it, he deserves a title shot. But there's a lot of guys in between Adam and fighting Deontay Wilder in the ranking where Adam is at. So why is it that he find Adam the name to call out than everybody else? And how do you say I'm not fighting mandatory no matter what? I don't get that. So I guess when we have belts, we really do call the shots. So I mean, listen, if I really don't feel Dillian White deserves a title shot. To tell the truth, I feel like he didn't beat nobody of notoriety really to deserve a title shot. But if he's a mandatory, he's a mandatory. Why not fight the mandatory? Is that not the law? So, like I said before, man, money talk, bullshit walk.
Well, all right, man. Just wanted to get your takes, but just for factual purposes, no one's been named the mandatory yet. Dillian White is the number one contender. Brazil's at number 2. Luis Ortiz at 3. And I remember Wanaki being at 9. And it hasn't been mandated. And Wilder didn't say he wouldn't fight it. He just said they give him a year before he has to fight. So he could just continue to make Dillian White wait the way that Joshua's making him wait. But Big Baby, you're the man. Hope you get home safe. Catch that flight, baby. And have a cheeseburger for the both of us.
I got you, bro. I got you. You guys a little bit, man.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.
No other sight in the game, 'cause see the